Hi, it's the Rawesome Vegan Gal here, and today I'm going to be doing one of my what I call healthy living topics. And this one I call anti-aging tips to live a fulfilling and satisfying life. Now, they might not be exactly what you think they should be, but you're also welcome to leave a comment below this video and share with me any of your tips. You know, if you are a successful person, successful meaning in your ability to keep yourself healthy and wholesome through your later stages and years in life. And please do share your advice in your comments. I would love to have that. So this, I'm not sure where these came from or who wrote them, so I can't give credit to the person, but I would if I knew. Because these are some tips that I had written down before, 10 of them, but there's always more you can add. So the first one they mention here that I think is very crucial: let go of toxic emotions with a qualified therapist or certified coach. Now, the reason you would want to do that, I mean, you could do it on your own, but if you have some deep-seated issues that you're having a hard time overcoming, and you can't do them on your own because you've got to somewhat maybe break them down into different small parts to get through them all, then you want to definitely get those out of your life or uproot them, because toxic emotions can kill you and age you faster than other things. So you want to definitely, try to find someone who can help you along that path. You can go online. I don't really know of anyone personally, but you would definitely want to check out and find someone that works for you. Don't just go with anyone, but find someone that you can connect with and can help you get through that. The second one, which I think is also important, is let go of clutter. Create a peaceful, harmonious home. Because when you have clutter around, that kind of bogs you down and weighs you down. They say, if you start cleaning up your space, you actually feel lighter. You feel more alive and vibrant because you don't have all these things around you that are not benefiting you and not helping you be more productive. So the more productive you could be, the better it would be. And also you don't have to think, I have so much mess and papers and things. And I suggested to someone too, like, instead of having all these papers where you're writing notes down, have a notebook or have a notepad and label it for certain things, and then just keep things in that notepad, and then you could always cross them off in the end and tear out the paper and throw it out, just so that you don't have clutter everywhere. So it's hard because once you build up the clutter, it's hard to work on it because it's built up over time. The best thing to do is work on it as needed and also in a timely fashion, so it doesn't become an issue and it doesn't become, a big burden. The third one they say here is let go of rushing. Be peaceful now. I think this one I would put as my top. There's no specific order. I just wrote them down as I found them. So let go of rushing, meaning don't make your life just always quickly getting places. Relax, slow down, be calm, be centered. Create that positive energy. Don't just let everything get to you. Things just have a flow and say, oh, it's okay. Everything will be fine. Don't create that in your life because that could also, make you feel older or age faster. Of course, one very important thing we all know about is eat healthy, eat real food, and I would say organic preferably, and avoid sugar and processed food. And there's a lot of different thoughts on what sugar is and what sugar isn't, meaning some people think of fruit as well, and they say not to eat fruit. I'm not in that camp, so to speak. I think that fruit is a good thing to eat. Processed foods I would agree with. I don't eat fast food. I don't eat things like that. I make fresh, wholesome food. Whole food is important, so I think that's a very good point. Another thing they mention is about drinking 8 glasses of purified water per day. Purified is also that term, what is really purified, what is really good. There's a lot of different thoughts on that as well. Drinking spring water, or, some people say reverse osmosis, and then other people have a distiller. So there's many different things, but now I've been reading up on different things with distilled water, and it seems like a much purer form of water to drink. I personally have to admit that I don't drink 8 glasses a day. It probably would be a good thing because it keeps your skin healthier and your body's not as dry, and you don't always know when you feel dry, because if you already feel dry, like in your throat, then that's past the time when you're already dehydrated, so you don't want that to happen. Especially as you go up in years, that tends to happen. So the other thing is to eat water-rich foods. That hydrates your body with what I call, that you already has the nutrients in it. It's structured water, so like if you eat tomatoes, if you eat cucumbers, if you eat watermelon's very a lot water in it. Things that are high water content, grapes, even certain lettuces like iceberg lettuce, you want high water content foods, and you're getting a lot of liquid in your foods themselves. So that's maybe why I don't necessarily eat, or I should say drink, the amount of water that most people do, but it's probably a good idea to drink more, okay? Next one, they say exercise 4 times a week. Choose an activity you enjoy. Now, exercise is relative for me. I used to be a lot more quote-unquote active in the sense that I did certain routines. Now I don't do that as much. Most of the things I do are walking, but I am moving a lot in my life. I call myself a mover, not a sitter or stander. I prefer to do things in motion. So my body's, I prefer to stand up and do things, but, I don't want to stand up to a point where you're tensing your body up. So you want to do it in a relaxed motion where your body is more fluid. So, but it is important to move, even if it's just walking. If you can't walk outside because it's too hot, find a place to walk inside, even in your own home. Do circles, do little circles in your room, if you're even in an apartment or a house, you could go around a room, or if you have a place that's air conditioned, if it's too hot, go there and do it. But that's important, that you get movement, get circulation, get your heart pumping. Another thing is sleep. It says get plenty of sleep. Your body heals and recharges during sleep. Sleep is very important. Another thing I would add is eye shades. Wearing eye shades when you go to sleep. A lot of people don't know. The body produces melatonin when it sleeps, but if you get any light filtering in, even the minutest drop, your body is not going to get that. Melatonin is an antioxidant, anti-cancer. So you want to get a good pair of eye shades, and you want ones that make sure they block, like under here, make sure no light can filter in. Like when you close your eyes, make sure you get that. So look for a good one. You could look online, or I don't know if they have them in stores, but I think that's very important. So getting your sleep is important. I don't always get as much as I probably would like to. I try to stay on a pretty consistent schedule, but things do shift, and that you don't always have control of them. Next thing they say is meditate or take a peaceful walk in nature every day. So meditation comes in many forms. It's not just like traditional meditation where people say something, or, prayer can be meditative, saying some things that are good for you, whether it's from, something that someone told you, or like, let's say from the Psalms, something that helps you. Also, yes, a peaceful walk in nature is always wonderful. If you can find a nice place where it's peaceful and you can just hear nature, that's very calming and soothing for the body. Next one they say is surround yourself with positive people. This is very important. I think one of the most important things I would say. Be one yourself, meaning don't only surround yourself with positive people, you need to be positive yourself. Because also your thoughts, if you have all these thoughts running through your head and they're not positive, that could cause you a lot of harm as well. So you don't want that. You want to always be positive, surround yourself with positive people, because the ones that are negative are going to bring you down. They want to bring you down to their level, and you don't want that. You want to create more positive space in your life. Then they say find your passion. That's the last one here. Find your passion, then take action to improve the world. So find something that you're good at. It could be something you never thought of using to help others in the world. But it could be, let's say you have a wonderful voice and you like to sing. And maybe you could sing for sick children in a hospital and bring them some joy. So you don't know what you have to offer. Think about it. Look at what you're good at. Even if it's not, you might think you can't use it as a profession, but maybe you could use it to volunteer, to help others in some way. Because we're all here to help improve and better the world. So that's the most important. And I would say for me, the top one, and I'm going to add it to this list, is an attitude of gratitude. I think that is so crucial to your life as far as having a fulfilling and satisfying life. Always be grateful for everything. Even if it's something you think may not be good or beneficial for you at the moment, perhaps you need to wait to see the bigger picture later on, that it is actually beneficial for you more than you could ever imagine. And I've seen that time and time again in my life. Like, first you don't see it, and then you see the results. And you might want to start your own little journal, which I did, of seeing all those good things in life, like how everything that's in the world is good. There's no bad. And always be grateful, and always say thank you. And say thank you to everyone you interact with, whether you're shopping in the grocery store, in the department store, if you take a taxi, a bus, someone prepares some food for you or buys you something. Always say thank you. You're not giving away something of yourself so much that you can't say thank you. Meaning it's only going to be good for you, because by doing that, you're offering your gratitude to them by saying thank you. You're grateful that someone did something for you, and in turn that other person feels good about it as well. So you want to always have that in your mindset, to always be grateful. I think that's really key. And there's probably many others that I didn't mention here. Again, I'd be happy if people would share below this video as well. But I thought these were interesting, some of them. And they might not be things that you would think of would be for anti-aging. But you got to remember, it's not just about the food and the water and things like that. There's other things that can also help you stay healthy for the long term and fulfilling. You know, it's not just about always how you look, because not everyone can keep them looking so youthful, but it's also about how you present yourself as well to the world. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.